Welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. We're back in the tentacle room. You're supposed to like gold feather your way through here, but I'm just superior, so I'm only gonna get hit once. I'm just gonna gold feather my way through. I didn't want to do this because I thought it would destroy the frames, but whatever, okay. We're getting our honey back. I have to be conscious of honey because of the whole Rusty Bucket scenario where I did in fact die more than once. That was very embarrassing for me. Bull in the pasture. This guy, I assume he has more health. Okay, there's a cauldron around here somewhere, and it's going to be very important. Because we actually can't get into the next world yet. The entrance is slightly hidden. But this should be next to Clanker's Cavern. Yeah, we got this at like episode 2 or 3. And it's just now coming to fruition. Like I said, we can't get into the next world yet because we haven't actually unlocked the like Jiggy switch for it. Really like odd choice tier to do this. You have to backtrack basically to where that cauldron was. You have to backtrack to like the start of Grunty's lair to unlock this. There's a note door. I do have 800 notes, so we could go in there. I went back and got all the notes from Rusty Bucket Bay off screen because it was boring. I guarantee you it was really not exciting at all. But we're looking for a switch right now that I don't entirely know where it is. Maybe it's right here. There it is. This opens up the Jiggy piece. There was an area I didn't show. This one. Oh, Ecom Bokum token. Noted. There's an area that I didn't show earlier, and there's even Brentilda here, where you're supposed to unlock the next world, and it is the last world, which is exciting. Gruesome Brentilda's favorite pastime is it bursting boils. Disgusting. That guy's getting closer. This poor guy called it Dirty Birdie was our first and only boyfriend. I'm jealous. And when she was younger, Grunty used to have a greasy warthog as a pet. That sounds like a Trailer Park Boys bit, but that's fun. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna take the... I don't even have to cut here. Here's, look, I just take the magic pot back, and we go unlock the next world. So I'm excited. The next world is like I said, it's the last one. It's also it's an okay one. It's not like I think Rusty Bucket Bay is really the only bad world in this game. Clanker's Cavern is not great, but I think it's fine. At least it's kind of short. This one is fine. There's a gimmick to it, which I think is cute. I'm not, like, in love with it. I think it's a fine way to end off the game, though. I'm not upset about it, for sure. But we haven't even gotten into the world yet. We still have to unlock it. And I do remember... Yeah, so here's where it is. This is right next to the entrance to Treasure Trove Cove, if you will cast your minds that far back. It was a long time ago, I know. But we're in the home stretch now. The baseball terminology, I believe. Not a big baseball guy. That's another Brentilda. I played baseball in, like, high school for, like, 2 days because we had to for phys ed, and that was... Well, it is what it was. I think I peaked in high school baseball class when I caught, like, the third out, and I caught it, like, behind the goalpost, the football goalpost, sports. You guys like sports? Because I don't. It's Click Clock Wood. Interesting name for a world. But, yeah, we're gonna get there in a second. Just gotta talk to Brentilda first. A lot of Grunty facts today. Ugly Grunty's nickname was Hog Breath. Well, ooh. I don't want to think about the implications of her having a greasy warthog. That sweaty gorilla feet is her favorite smell. Okay. And the old hag's favorite color is a dung brown. It's not like, I don't know. It's just brown, man. You gotta chill out. Anyways, we're gonna go back to Click Clock Wood now, so I will see you guys when I take the magic cauldron back. Alright, we're back. We've taken the cauldron. I'm actually gonna get this gold feather. How many do we have? 8. Okay, that's fun. I think I'm pretty topped up on, like, eggs and both types of feathers, so I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. We are going to need 25 Mumbo tokens for the last transformation in the game. I remember this world is like peppered with Mumbo tokens. They're just everywhere, so I'm really not worried about not having enough. Although, what is behind here, do tell? It's nothing. Okay, colossal waste of time, but anyways, let's get right back into Click Clock Wood. The camera would behave, thank you very much. We start off in this area. Oh boy, seems to be a flower door, there's an ice place, and oh right, this switch is right here. So you can probably already guess the gimmick of this world. This world is basically 4 versions of the same world. And they're all representing different seasons, which I think is neat. I think it's pretty fun. I just kind of wish, like, this is the world that I'm most scared to miss notes on, because there are basically 4 versions of the same world, and if I miss, like, 2 notes, I have no idea where they are. I know that one of the seasons has a lot of notes, and one of them doesn't, or, like, the rest don't, I mean. I remember that one of the seasons, like, depending on what season it is, the... like, collectibles will change. You're supposed to gold feather in here. I'm just gonna, like, get it for free, though. You're supposed... Like, so yeah, the collectibles change depending on what season it is. Sometimes it's, like, blue egg, sometimes it's red feather, sometimes it's notes. So whatever the note one is, I mean, that's where you're gonna find the bulk of your notes, obviously. Spring, it's a good season. Watch out for these birds. Very scary. Yeah, so it looks like spring is the blue eggs one. So I hope you like climbing this tree, because we're gonna be doing it a whole awful lot. That was scary. So, yeah, it's a good season, spring. Probably my favorite. I mean, there's not, like, much in the way of competition, really. I mean, I guess I'll go through all the live season reviews when we get there. But it's really just, like... I don't know. What is... Like, spring is just kind of the de facto one, right? Unless you have, like, allergies, I guess you probably don't like spring. You have to, like, vomit some eggs in here. But I mean, the opposite of vomit. Like, it's a good one. It's just that, like, winter is so unbelievably bad, I can't even... Like, I just think pretty neutrally about the rest of the seasons because winter is the worst. We're kind of getting into spring now. And it sucks because the way the seasons work, it's terrible. Because in my head, March 1st is when spring starts, which is obviously not true. But, like, because the way it works with, like, winter, at least where I live, it's like, you don't get any snow in, like, December or January, really. Even though, to me, those are the winter months. And then, you know, February rolls around, and it's like someone said, hey guys, we forgot to turn on the snow machines. Let's, you know, turn them all on for, late February and all the way into March. And it's really annoying. It just kind of messes up my perception of reality, quite frankly, and I don't like it. The little buds over there. I think we can, yeah, this is the steepest slope ever. My steepest slope yet. Extra life detected, Mumbo token detected, we'll gladly take it. And so yeah, Mumbo is present in every version of this world, but Spring is the only one in which he will give you the transformation, which is cute. We'll see varying reasons for why he can't do it. Also, I think I missed the switch for... There's a switch in every version of this world to do the next one, basically. The Hive detected. And I think I already missed it. I remember the first one being, like, pretty early on, though I'm not confident in that. I should have hovered. Or back. See, these videos are great because they're like a cautionary tale of what not to do. I show you every way you could possibly fail. It's like how fast can you lose in Rayman Legends, and it's like you just run into the first enemy and it's fine. A neat little gimmick, I suppose, to quench the YouTube audiences. I don't like gimmicks, I've said it before, I'll say it one more time, I don't like gimmicks. It's just, you know, because they serve one purpose and then, like, it's over, right? And it's done. And it's like, oh, that was neat, and then it goes. But I guess, like, YouTube audiences, they pine for originality, you might say. And then once they get their originality, they're kind of just, like, done and they never watch it again. As I imagine what they would do. Oh, there's the switch. This is the summertime switch, as you can tell by the big sun. Okay, this is actually the summertime switch, for real this time. The summer is, I mean, it's definitely, like, the third worst... Yeah, no, it's the second worst season behind winter. But it's, like, not bad. I don't know. I've said this before. I much prefer being hot than I prefer being cold, which is why I prefer summer over winter. Even though I understand the potential logical fallacy that would present, I don't subscribe to it. Okay? I still believe that, I believe summer is superior to winter. You can make fun of me all you want. Summer enjoyers be like, at least there's no snow on fire. It's like, I get it, okay? It's funny, very cute. But also, like, the feeling of coldness, like, hitting your face when you go outside is just awful. It's truly abysmal. And yeah, so as you might expect, there are quite a few things we have to, like, set up in these worlds. Kind of a weird, like, time-based situation. Or doing, like, as you saw, we made the plant earlier. We just cracked this egg. This is eerie. I don't know how I remember that. Mighty Eagle, need sleep now. So true. So yeah, there are a lot of things we have to set up in these worlds, and then we go to the next season, and they're different, and they've aged, and Eerie is bigger, and the plant has grown, etc., etc. You all understand how time works. I'm not going to question too much about how it works, because then we get into, like, game theory levels of, like, it's being, like, a nightmare escape. This cosmic horror levels of time, and you can go forwards and backwards through the seasons. It's like a certain video game where it's like, oh man, I can do anything I want here, but none of it matters, because I can just reset at any point. Go back in time, and it's like, all those friends I made, it was so fun, and now none of them remember me. And I know how this is going to go down, but they don't, because they're just pixels on my screen. I forgot there was a Jiggy here. I should check how many Mumbo tokens I have. Is there one? There's an extra life there. I don't think I'll be needing that, thank you very much. But I want to check. I can just pause the game and check. 22, good. So yeah, we need 25, and then we're just done with Mumbo tokens for the rest of the game, which is cool. And like I said, Spring is the only... I think it's the only one... Well, I know it's the only one you can get the transformation. I think it's also the only one where you need it, which is convenient. And I believe there is a Jinjo in every season, though there are 5, so one season would have 2. I'm not convinced we've done everything here, but I think we've probably done most things. Is there anything in this plant down here? This plant looks suspicious. There's a Mumbo token in there. Get it for free? I mean, get it for free? Nailed it. It's basically free. Whatever, there's honey everywhere. I'm not too concerned about it. Summer is the honey month, as everyone knows, probably. Hey, look, it's Naughty the Beaver. This guy was the, he's the first boss in Donkey Kong Country Returns, I think? No, it's Donkey Kong Country, the first one. For some reason, I keep thinking the first Donkey Kong Country is called Returns, but Returns is the one on the Wii. Also released on the 3DS, which I have the world record, unofficial world record speedrun for. Because why would anyone run the 3DS version over the Wii version? I don't know. I just saw the leaderboards and I was like, I want a world record in something, and so I played it on the 3DS and was like, yeah, I beat it. I didn't record it and there's no proof of it, but Source Dude just trust me, I did it. Look, it's all this honey here. It's, I guess that was kind of the start of my so-called speedrunning career, was, I just kind of have always wanted to be, like, the best at something and be able to look at it and be like, yeah, I'm the best at this. And so eventually that kind of got a little out of control. Eerie hungry now, need 5 caterpillars. Okay. It got a bit out of control and that led to the White Noise Online speedrunning thing. Where it's like, is that a Jinjo over there? Yeah, it is. Where it's like, I want to be the best at something, and so here's this terrible Xbox Live Arcade indie game that no one cares about. Apparently there was a caterpillar there. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be the best at this, why not? No, it doesn't matter, okay? I think the birds are a bit bigger in summer. There was a weird cutscene when we beat the first one, but I guess it doesn't matter now. Hey, look, it's Naughty the Beaver. And now we can finally help him into his house because, Zynga? Because, it's summer now and the water has been drained, I guess. Come inside and I'll give you a reward. Okay, I'll do just that. Oh, nuts, we can't get in. Oh, geez, how are we gonna solve this issue? Anyways, we got 24 notes, I'm feeling fine. I think fall is the note month where you're gonna get the majority of them, but I'll have to double check that. But yeah, very, very cute world. I like it. I like the gimmick a lot. Oh, fall switch detected. Fall's a good season. We're not even in it yet. Fall's a good season. My birthday does fall in fall. Fall in fall. So I kind of think a bit less of it in that sense. It's a bit too... I think the reason I like fall is because of the aesthetic, right? The orange and the red colors is very nice. But then having like a celebration in there is kind of just like, eh. I like to be nice and chill. With, like everything, to be honest. Caterpillar detected. There are like... I remember there being like over 20 caterpillars just in every single variation of this world, so it's and much like the Mumbo tokens, you will not be starved for them, I guarantee you that. Although Eerie currently is, we need to feed them as soon as possible. Nice to use the correct pronouns, or just the default they, them if you don't know, always a good time. I don't really understand people who, like, intentionally use the wrong pronouns. It kind of is weird. It's like, you're not really saying anything, you're just being mean for no reason. I guess that's the point. They've been epically owned. Hey look, Gobi's back. And we all know what to do with Gobi, right? Oh no, it's you two again. Crunch. Oh. Get drank up, you big old plant. Will you stop doing that? Gobi is... Name a character that went through more suffering than her. Oh wait, Gobi the camel from Banjo-Kazooie. It's pretty rough, man. I don't envy him in the slightest. But yeah, there's that comic, the Dilbert that's always in the newspaper. And Dilbert is like... The comic strip is the two characters, and it's like, my name is blank, and my pronouns are this. My name is blank, and my identity is not respecting other people's pronouns. And I guess that's supposed to be like a win, an epic conservative win, but I just don't... I don't understand how anyone could see that and be like, yes, this definitely views you in a positive light. I should probably just keep using gold feathers, because quite frankly, well, I guess we don't need to do the plant thing anymore. But we don't really need gold feathers for much left in the game. We can climb on those leaves over to the right, because it's summer and they've all bloomed now. I appreciate the foliage of summer, I'll give it that. I think we need one more caterpillar, so I'm gonna go and, Why did I gotta stop talon trotting, just hover. Okay, oh boy. Alright, we gotta go get it back up to Eerie. Feed them these five caterpillars, or caterpillars, as Ricky from Trailer Park Boys would say. It's an exciting world, I gotta say. Like I said, I think it's a nice way to finish off the game, very climactic. You use all the skills that you've learned at this point. My nose is itching, excuse me. Okay, problem solved. Let's slam this, this looks slammable. Sure is. Okay, so this beehive is important in definitely one of the seasons. Oh, you know, it's important here too. This is the honey bear. He's after Grunty's golden honey peak skip. Alright, epic boss fight. This is the actual fight, by the way, in case you were wondering. And... Alright, it's done. Perfectly calculated the amount of gold feathers I would need. There we go, that was... Okay. So you can go here. I know you can go there in the spring or something. I don't know what it is, but you can definitely go in there. But there's the main Jiggy for the beehive in summer. It's very, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. Invincibility is one thing, but invincibility plus contact damage is kind of a whole nother monster. I'm not gonna pretend like it's super balanced, but oh well, it's fun, so I don't really care. Boss fights definitely got better in the sequel, I'll say that for free. I'm not sure if the caterpillars maintain between seasons. I hope they do. Yeah, we got you. Oh yeah, look, and now the house is slightly built because it's summer. That's nice. Is there a Jiggy in there this time? I think there is. The camera, I mean, you know the camera's not going to be good in here. Let's just first person. Jiggy detected. Okay. Now how the heck do we get over there? Oh, no. I can make that. You didn't believe, but I believed. I knew. Jiggy acquired. Kind of odd you get the Jiggy before the house is actually finished, but, oh well. I don't like, I guess I've never, like, really tried it. No, that's not true. I'm thinking about climbing trees. Okay. Alright, we're back at the cabin. How interesting that the moment I tried to talk about climbing trees, I fell down and was forced to climb it again. Is that a Jiggy right there? Excuse me? I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, that's, they're just giving them out left, down, and, up right this time, huh? That's actually crazy. I forgot how many Jiggies were just go up here and then get Jiggy. But yeah, I was thinking about climbing trees. That's like the most, it's the most, like, stereotypical childhood activity ever, right? I just never got into it, to be honest with you. It appears we can't get back up there, which is, very unfortunate. I'll just climb over here and see what happens. Most stereotypical childhood activity for sure. Not one that I was ever particularly into because, it required physical abilities, let's say. It's also just like the bark hurts your hands and there's like tree sap and it just gets sticky and it's just like, I'd rather not. And I guess when you're a kid, you have so much energy, you can afford to do it. Now I'm like 90 years old, I just can't do it anymore. I mean, I still have been exercising, I've developed a bit of poor body strength, you might say, but I probably still couldn't do it. I don't know, I'm not gonna go out and like try and fight people for fun, because I got a bit of a situation going on. It's nice, it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit like grotesque at the same time, but it's also kind of nice to be like, oh, I can feel... There's some mass there in my, like, arms and shoulders that wasn't there before, that's nice. Well, I guess I'm just so skinny, I was kind of starting at, like... I was starting at 1, basically. I was starting at 0. Some people start at, like, -1, if they're, you know, not physically fit. Like, I wasn't physically fit. Still am not. But, like, also, I was just, like, nothing. So that's why I guess had an easier time with it, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep it up, try and do it every day. It's nice to do things every day. You have problems yet? You're really fat and you've eaten all your... What nuts? I've nuts eaten too many acorns. I've got none left for next winter now. Oh no. Hope you resolve that problem for you. There's absolutely nothing in here besides some sweet lore buildings, so I'm just gonna leave. Epic fart noise featuring nab nuts. I don't know how many Jiggies are just like climb the tree, but it's probably like more than one if I were to guess. Surprisingly, it's strenuous to say the least. Like my hands are definitely sweaty. Oh yeah, we found Eerie. I kind of forgot about you, but hello. Welcome back to the game. I will now feed you these caterpillars individually. Yummy, juicy cat. These things are alive, and we're like talking earlier. These are sentient beings. We're just kind of yeeting into this baby eagle's mouth. It does remind me. I get sad at really weird things. For some reason, I get sad when I look at Eerie in this game. There's like a baby eagle with a diaper, and I'm like, oh, that's a baby eagle. That's cute. Oh, Eerie full now. Needs more sleep. I'll see you next season. Like I was at the grocery store at some point, and I remember going to the cat food aisle, and I looked at, like, the cats on the cat food cans, and a part of me just, like, felt really sad. I had to, like, leave the aisle. I was like, oh, why am I feeling so sad over these cats? I guess I was just like, they're hungry kitties, they want food, and I was like, oh, man, it's depressing. Even though they're, like, cat models. Some cat, or, like, some pet food, like, images are pretty funny, because it looks like... There's one where it's, like, a cat and a dog together, and it really looks like they just kind of photoshopped, like, a smile on a cat. I'll see if I can find it. But if I can, it's really funny. Okay, this seems like one of those Jiggies that's probably just there, like, in every season. Because there was absolutely nothing there this time. Well, I guess we can call this... Summer a wash for now, and just kind of... Probably shouldn't have done that blind, but I did it before, so I knew it was safe. Alright. So we're moving on to fall now, whenever I can find the entrance to this world. It was near the plant, right? Okay, well, we got problems because the plant's there. Now, let's just run around and see until we find it. Early fall review. No, I already given the fall review. I'll give it again. It's good. The aesthetic of fall is very nice. Not like a huge Halloween head, but I respect its place. I think. Yeah. So I think the strategy we're going with here is I'm going to do every season, and then I'll go back to spring to get the transformation, and then I'll, you know, do it there. It's a very easy strategy to follow because it's the same one I use for every single world. Do everything I possibly can, and then to get the transformation, and then do that stuff. There we get Eerie, more caterpillars. Need 10 this time. You are so needy. Mumbo tokens, no thanks. Don't need any more of you for the rest of the game. Gold feathers, probably need quite a few of you for the rest of the game. Yeah, look at all these, like, piles of leaves. It's great. Oh, there's notes everywhere. It's a good season. Oh, yeah, okay. So there are notes inside the plants, kind of. No, not gonna worry about them right now. Oh, they're so big. I'm not going to worry about the notes in the plants right now. There is a bit of a... I wouldn't say it's a secret. There's a trick to getting them that I will be employing at some point. Caterpillar detected. But this should be the last one, right? I mean, Erie should be all grown up by winter. Probably because it's the last season, so it'd be weird if we had to, like, go back in time to spring.